What is up, YouTube watchers? My name is JG, and I do have multiple sclerosis. As you can tell, I have a big brace on my neck because I've had the cervical spinal stenosis surgery, and it's painful, and it's caused a lot of problems, especially with my esophagus, because I'm having problems uh swallowing food. I don't know if it'll get better. I have an appointment in a couple days, and I'm going to talk to the doctor about that. So that's a different topic and a different video about the brace and about what I'm going to do. Today I want to show a video of a man who has not let the diagnosis of multiple sclerosis affect his lifestyle. So we're gonna get into that right now. Here we go.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making this video because I want to touch on a subject that I consider very important in our existence with multiple sclerosis. Since being diagnosed, your perception of your own identity has likely changed drastically. But in this video, I would like to try to reframe that and try to think of yourself not as your illness, but as an individual person. And if you want to learn how to do that, please stay tuned as I will be talking about this in this video. Also, if you're interested in seeing more videos about living well with multiple sclerosis, both emotionally and physically, please subscribe to this channel as I will be posting many videos related to these topics.
Life of
Alright, so when I got diagnosed, that was obviously not an easy moment. And I remember it radically changed the way that I saw myself, the way that I perceived myself. From being a strong and independent person to all of a sudden being frail and dependent and needing the support
Very
of both
true.
my loved ones, my partner at the time, my friends, and I could not stand on my own two legs, both metaphorically and physically. However, I reached a point where I realized that that was not a healthy way of me processing the relationship with the condition.
Identity versus illness.
That is when I started to create two separate columns in my mind. I had the column of the illness, the facts listed of what the illness, how it was affecting me, and then the column, keeping it nice and separate, of who I was and who I am as a person. So listing in the first column, the illness has caused this and that and that. So in my case, it's caused a limping foot, double vision, problems walking, tremors. In this other column, I have all these beautiful adjectives of who I am as a person. For example, I'm going to give you a few tips. Who am I as a person? And that could be both related to what multiple sclerosis has developed in me, but also who I am essentially as a person. So who am I? I am a very enthusiastic person. I am a very ambitious person. And related to this, I am a very resilient person. I'm a strong person. I'm a warrior. There's this column. And then there's that column. And I am not that. In truth, I am that. Okay, see what I mean? My identity is not that. This is just attributes that have been added onto me because of the condition. But essentially, I am that.
The power of language.
Now, in order for you to truly become one with these positive affirmations about yourself, I want to encourage you to try to fight that voice in your head and keep in mind how important language is when it comes to your self-perception. If you ever find yourself in a moment where you start spiraling down that bottomless pit of who you are since living with multiple sclerosis and what the future holds for you, I want to try to have you snap out of it and try to close your eyes, make yourself enter into a meditative state by doing some deep breathing. Repeat to yourself, I am not my illness. I am not multiple sclerosis. I am much more than that. I am a strong.
That can, if you do, like for me, if I start thinking about what all has happened to me, how I'm broke down, my body is it's just wore out basically. But I'm not letting myself get down to the point where I'm depressed about, everything that's going around, what things that I cannot do in life right now. And basically, what I do is go along with the punches, jump every hurdle that's in front of me.
Strong, resilient person. I am a strong, confident person. By you repeating to yourself these words, little by little, you're gonna pull yourself out of this pit and make yourself realize that actually you're not that. You're not the pit. You're not all these symptoms, but you're all of these beautiful things. And this is something that I want to encourage you to do because it will help you lead a much more peaceful and optimistic life with multiple sclerosis, which is not easy. So every little bit helps. And again, I've mentioned this time and time again, but if you really want to delve into your existence with multiple sclerosis, then I encourage you to join a community, to speak to other people about living with multiple sclerosis. And in fact, I might even encourage you to go through some of my videos, read the comments below, and find all the beautiful, encouraging words from the people who
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't joined a community, I haven't talked to anybody really about MS. I have been on the National MS Society and I have talked to people on there, but they are actually people that work for the National MS Society, and I'm sure they can answer some questions. But a lot of people on there, though, have multiple sclerosis, and you can get answers from them if you would like. I need to do more than I've been doing, I will say, and hopefully when I get better, and I'll start making videos of it, and I might even record the conversations that I have with the National MS Society people on the chat.
partake in the comment section in my videos. And as you read through these comments, you might realize that, first off, you're not alone in this, and also that there are many, many other ways to view yourself that are not necessarily as negative as you think. So that's it from me today. I want to thank you guys for watching this video and remind you to please subscribe to this channel if you found this video helpful.
This man was very positive. He's been through a lot of stuff, I'm sure. Like he said, he was having problems with his legs, standing up, walking. I get that. MS has caused a lot in my life, including this cervical spinal stenosis, uh, hip replacement, a foot that I cannot feel, that is numb. But thank you for watching, and there will be more. I don't feel that good today. I'm sorry. This is a kind of a downer video, but I just felt like I had to make it and listen to this fellow talk about his life with MS. So till next time, guys, be good. Hope we get at it.